Hey guys, I'm just making a quick video before I go for my nightly run. I wanted to make a video about weird things your parents probably have said to you. And there's a lot of things. Definitely a lot. Um, I have 5 that I'm really partial to, that my parents say a lot, whether it be my mom or my dad. And the first one is my dad's favorite saying when I'm saying, oh my god, I can't do this, it's too much, I can't study for these tests anymore, and he will always come back with one phrase. How does a mouse eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And I always used to look at him like he's nuts. I still do to this day, because why would a mouse eat an elephant, A? And B, who the heck came up with that phrase? I mean, seriously, who was sitting there thinking, well, a way to tell somebody to take it one step at a time would be to compare a mouse eating an elephant. Really an odd phrase, and even my brother will make fun of my dad for saying that to us. But he's right. Once you take a step back and you start to realize that if you break things down, then it goes much smoother. The second phrase comes from my mother. Let's play it by ear, meaning she has no idea what we're going to do next. When she says, let's play it by ear, it means she doesn't know what's coming next. When are we going to do anything? It just happens when it happens. And my mother is a very laid-back individual where she tends to do that, where it happens when it does. Like, growing up, there's no set time for dinner or for events. Unless she had a schedule, then she stuck to the schedule. But most of the time, it was whenever it happened. Now, another one. And this one infuriated me and my mother for the very longest time because I worked with both my parents. I've mentioned before my dad's a doctor. And he's late to everything. Like, literally, his office opens at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the morning. He's up by 7, and he doesn't get there till like 9:45. And when we'd ask him where he was, he goes, well, it's a doctor's appointment, not a patient's appointment. And yes, he does get through his patients very quickly, but that's something he's always said. It's by his time, and it drives me and my mom nuts because both of us are anywhere like 15 to 20 minutes early for anything. And this leads into my mom's favorite phrase that I absolutely live by. To be early is to be on time. To be on time is to be late. And to be late is unacceptable. So pretty much that means you get where you're going early. Normally 15 to 20 minutes, just in case you get lost, or if there's some weird incident, or if there's a car crash when you're driving somewhere. So you're there early enough to where you don't have to worry about it. And we've tried to get my dad to do that, but doesn't really work. And I've always been like my mother, where I'm early everywhere. Another one from my mother is, I hope you have children like you. Honestly, I do hope I have a child like me because I'm not a bad child. She says this all the time to me, and actually it kind of came true when I first started teaching because I started to see my bad habits in my students, and I'm like, oh, now I see why you always got on to me for being a procrastinator. I am the worst at procrastination. If I could put something off till tomorrow, I will do it, and I've had to force myself to stop. I'm actually the fastest grading teacher. Like, I give kids a test on a Monday, and they get the test back by Wednesday most times. It just depends on how many multiple choice answers and how many essay answers. But my mom always says, I hope you have kids like you. And I'm like, I hope so too, because I'm perfect. But there's one phrase that my brother always says, and it's true. My family is very sarcastic. And we are that type of family that nobody's ever safe. And a lot of times I don't realize what's going on in the moment, and I'll say something and he'll go, Erin, you're leading with your chin. Meaning something I said he can turn into making fun of me, or somebody else could. And he does that because he's concerned enough to like kind of point it out. But it's all a big joke. But those are just some weird idioms from my family. If you guys would like to share yours, please do in the comments below. Hope you guys have a wonderful night. I am going for a run. And I do hope to have the Alexander Hamilton video up by this weekend. I'm still working on the research. You have to understand it takes me like 4 or 5 days to just print out everything, read through it, and then rewrite it into a script. And I use multiple sources ranging from textbooks to articles. And the next one, I think I'm going to do on Masuda, who is the designer of Pokemon games. And he was a part of Game Freak, is a part of Game Freak. I don't know if maybe I want to do it on Masuda or the actual founder whose name eludes me. Because both of them men are very interesting. I've actually looked into both of them. And then afterwards, I may jump to Civil War era and do one of my favorite people, which is Ulysses S. Grant. And after that, I may do one of the founders of comic books, Stan Lee. I love Marvel, so that's a possibility. Well, I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Comment, like, and share, and subscribe to my channel. Bye!